how high end is the Celtics' highest end talent here, right? So if you looked at their tandem just based off of the ESPN rankings, okay, and you add the two numbers together where they're ranked, they're 43, 11 and 32, right? If you look at, and again, these are just lists, but certainly AD and LeBron are going to be ahead of that because they're both top 10 players. Other players that will finish higher than the 43 will be KD and Kyrie, Damon McCollum, Kawhi and Paul George, Giannis and Middleton, Jokic and Murray, Adebayo and Butler, Embiid and Simmons, Booker and Chris Paul. And then close to them, Ingram and Zion, and also Mitchell and Gobert. That's a large list of teams that can stack up better or very comparable to your two top players. So again, when Bobby, we were having the conversation of, okay, well, the Celtics, high-end talent is what wins it. How high-end is the Celtics talent in reality? I mean, they might have, you can make an argument there.
Well, let's keep it to the East. That's a fair way to do it.
As high as 5 or 6, but as low as 10 or 12, depending on how you look at it. The Butler Adebayo, I'm not sold that those guys are better. I don't care that their ranking is there, but that's something. Simmons and Embiid have always been considered better. I'm not sold there either because of the fit. So I'm not super sure there just in the East. Giannis and Middleton, I'm going to give them the nod only because Giannis is in a different stratosphere. And
they've been doing it for quite some time now. So.
And Middleton and Jaylen are roughly a wash, I think. But Giannis is just in another level from Tatum right now. It might not be that way forever, but you have to agree there, right?
Right. Yeah, for sure.
KD and Kyrie, again, if KD is right, it's really hard to argue there, right?
KD alone carries it. To just put any player B with KD.
Yeah, I mean, and you could have made the argument Curry and Clay would have been there too if Clay didn't hurt himself again, as certainly certainly. Yeah. And you can argue Beal and Westbrook. I'm not going to argue it because I much prefer Tatum and Brown. But in the East, I think that's where you have it right there with those guys, with those four teams, and this tandem as the best pairings, right?
Yeah, and that places you at the 4th seed, which is about where I see this team realistically.
Yeah. Turner bonus.
Nah,
yep. Turner and Sabonis, absolutely.
I mean, that's more Jimmy's coffee there, but I'm not rolling with it.
You can go Turner Sabonis, you can go Turner Oladipo, you can go Turner Warren. I mean, you can go a bunch of different ways with the Pacers.
So I said this with Mariah earlier. That Bam Butler thing, you have to respect. You have to respect what Miami.
I'm gonna walk all over that. Jeez.
You have to respect what Miami did last year. In fact,
both of those guys were a little high on that list, but that's just me.
Well, what they did last year was incredible in the playoffs, and they can build on that. They're defensive menace, both of them, and they almost
Tatum and Brown over those two. I'm actually not even blinking at it. I'm not even blinking.
I mean,
the scoreboard says what the scoreboard says.
So much better than Butler that them being one ranking apart on that list is a joke. Personally, I have Tatum so far above Butler on that list.
And if we remember,
I'll take wings over bigs 100 out of 100 times. I'll take that one. I take the Celtics.
I don't think it's that.
Butler showed up, and Butler showed up in like 1 or 2 games in that Celtics series, but he was fairly quiet for the majority of that Celtics series.
Jimmy, what about the NBA effing?
He was.
Oh yeah, Josue. Go ahead.
Greatest performances.
You didn't let me finish my point. You let me finish my point. My point was that it was the Heat as a team that got them to the NBA Finals. I mean, you guys haven't even mentioned Hero like in this video once. So I mean, don't forget how huge he was for that Heat team. They had guys stepping
Hero
up
was in the 55 range of players on this list after a year.
I mean, they had guys stepping up. I mean, Adebayo was an absolute beast in that series against the Celtics, much more than Butler was. Now, Butler obviously was crazy in the NBA Finals, and he made it like actually interesting when we all thought the Lakers was going to roll over the Heat. He made it like a fun series, and I'll give him all the credit in the world for that. But I'm with John, where it's like I'm definitely saying Tatum is better than Butler, and I don't think it's as. Maybe it's because I'm thinking projecting more like over the course of Tatum's
Yeah,
career.
I think he's better
future.
today. He was better yesterday. He was better all season. I don't even
He
think
is, but I
close.
mean, when you compare like where they both are in their careers, age-wise too, like he's definitely going to continue to be better than Butler over the years. But I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, you got to give Butler his credit for the performance that he put in last season.
The context matters too. Miami has a fantastic team, and that aids those two in being
Yeah.
able to do what they do. I think Brooklyn will do that too for the 2 stars there.
I mean,
Meanwhile,
Dragic was nasty.
we look in Philly, and that team minimizes everything that their 2 stars does.
My hot take: Durant's going to be a shell of his former self. He's still going to score because he can shoot. He's not going to be the same guy.
Yeah, I think efficiency is going to be a huge.
We'll
He's
see.
not going to be the same guy. With
You
that,
know who-
with
so
an Achilles, he's in what, his 12th year, 11th year? I mean, what are we talking about here?
You mentioned this, John. That Beal Westbrook thing starting to intrigue me more and more. I look into it. I read about it. I think about it.
what?
That's
Westbrook.
Westbrook and Beal in Washington. That's going to be an intriguing duo because we've gone so low on Westbrook, and we just talked about some of the issues with Harden in terms of fitting alongside him and just how screwed up that Houston situation is looking to be at this point. Westbrook is going to have such a big comeback season, I think. And that Washington team, I could see them as high as 5 in the East with some of the young
I
talent
love
they have
Beal.
there
I
in
hate
that top 2
Westbrook,
duo.
Yeah.
I think he could mesh well with
He
Beal.
showed up early. He's all smiles. He got a new number. You're not into it? He's trying to be a leader now.
Hey, I'm just talking regular season for now. I have my playoff concerns too, but man, Westbrook and Beal in the regular season, they're going to stack up some W's.
I don't know. Like I said,
Will they?
I could see them as high as 5. I think they're going to surprise a ton of people.
Yeah, but who's balling out after that?
Bobby, do you have your 1 through 8 handy?
Yeah, I'll give it to you. Want it off
it.
the top? All right, so
we'll finish. We can wrap it up with this. So we'll rip this apart quickly.
Let's go 1 Milwaukee because I think Giannis is going to play every game.
Bobby didn't have this list ready.
Every game, okay.
2 Brooklyn. There'll be a little more load management there.
Wow,
but
you're high on Brooklyn.
they have a ton of depth. Any given night, they can put guys on the court who are going to win a game for them, no matter who's out there. 3, I'll go Miami. I think they're going to have a big boost off last year. 4, I'll put the Celtics. 5, give me Washington. I think Washington's going to shock people. Let's go 6, Indiana. 7.
Where's Philly?
7 will go Philly.
what are you doing? Where's Philly?
I think
Did you
I don't
forget
like
about
Philly.
them?
I don't like them. I don't like Philly. There's a reason I forgot them. And 8, I don't know. Take your pick.
You're making up. You didn't have this list ready. Why did you ask him?
I had the top 5 ready. That's all that matters.
Oh, okay. He had 5. Well, that was why he forgot Philly, I guess.
Well, I don't.
Nets are going to fall to 4 or 5.
Listen, when it comes to Philly, they're completely reliant on whether or not Embiid and Simmons can coexist, and whether or not Doc Rivers can get them.
Oh,
all function
Toronto.
together.
Toronto's 6. Put them in there. Indy will be my
Toronto.
8.
Wow, Bobby
You don't have
Toronto.
a list.
Wait.
forgot Toronto.
You put Toronto, what? So Celtics are what, 2 slots or 3 slots above Toronto? All right.
Oh, he said Celtics 5.
2. They'd be 4. Toronto 5.
I bumped them down.
Washington.
This
Yeah.
was a
We'll
this
put
was a
Washington
terrible
6.
way to end this show.
I thought he had it.
I know Jimmy all talked it up too. Jimmy,
It was up here. I had to scramble around and find it. It wasn't on paper.
Texting about it. He was texting about it. I thought he had it.
Oh God.
I thought he had it.
I'll go top 5. All right. Number 1, Milwaukee. I'm gonna go 2, the Miami Heat. And I feel like people are just forgetting what they did and like as if they're not gonna get better or at least be the same. I don't.
All those young shooters.
I got Miami 2, 3. I'm gonna go Toronto.
Toronto.
4,
Wow.
They lost a little bit.
Toronto?
I'll go Toronto a bit.
Okay.
4 Philly, 5 Boston.
Philly. Oh man, every year people drink the Kool-Aid on Philly going into the year. When are we gonna stop with this? I know they made some good adjustments. The core is the core.
I got them top 5, but Celtics could be teetering between 5 and 6.
Celtics could go as low as 6 if the Nets are good. And as high as 3.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, crap, they could get as high as 2 if everything goes right, but I think that's about right.
You know what? I'll put Brooklyn in front of Philly. Excuse me. So then Boston, at best case scenario, is right there.
Yeah.
We don't know. We have no idea. We'll have to,
We don't know.
We'll have to
Bobby,
do this.
Bobby
We'll
forgot
have to do
about
this again.
Philly and Toronto when he started. He forgot Philly and Toronto were in the East when he started his list.
Well, Toronto moved to Tampa. That's what
They
got
were
me.
top 3 when the season ended, and now we're the Celtics, barely top 5.
It's
Well,
tight. I mean, top to
That's
bottom.
what happens when you
conference is
lose
tight.
2 really good players.
But Josue, don't say that because Celtics fans just call you a hater and negative. Like you
Right.
can't just be a realist. Talk about the offseason. Everything has to be
Well, let me ask
painted
you
in
this:
green-colored glasses.
where would they be?
3 points between Kemba and Hayward, yeah, okay, but also how many assists, especially Gordon Hayward, that's a huge loss that wasn't replaced.
Yes, huge, but it was by Tristan Thompson. We're not going to do this again. We've been going over an hour. We're not doing it. Not doing it.
That's really what. Look, can we all agree top 5?
Not doing
maybe.
it. No.
Maybe.
Question mark. Maybe that should be the.
Think they'd be in a similar place if they did the things you guys want them to do.
Okay, no, not doing this. We'll talk about legends. Bobby, want to tell them about it? Josue's wearing it. The Legends brand.
For those listening on the podcast, Josue is rocking a I would say maroon colored Legends hoodie.
Yeah.
You get the drawstrings. Let's check out that hood. Put the hood on for a second. What do we got?
Oh yeah, I love the hood.
Oh, that's some good coverage. Oh, that's good coverage. That looks comfortable, man.
That
What's
looks
the
like
deal on?
It really is. I know,
That
seriously.
So
You
this
got
is
pockets in the front?
Yep, got a little pouch.
this is a good garment. Again, Nick Gelso giving out stuff to his friends. I never get anything.
I didn't get one.
Literally, I've never gotten one.
But
I haven't gotten one product ever. Not even ball dusting powder.
get out of here. You definitely got that, bro.
Not
Throw
a
those
single thing.
throw those
You got all of them.
manscaping.
Get out of here.
Not a single thing. So visit legendbrand.com/Horford. Okay. Use the promo code Horford20 to get 20% off your next purchase. Once again, legendsbrand.com/Horford, promo code Horford20. Okay. Go get it. Get the stuff. I don't get it. You guys can have it.
I'm gonna get it for Christmas.
Hoodie, yeah, Christmas hoodies and joggers. It's winter. $75 I see here. That's not bad at all.
Nothing. No swag.
What's money, anyways? What even is it?
With 20%, nothing.
Yeah. So go get some of that. As for the Garden Report, we'll be back. We might be the next time you see us might be a post game for the first preseason game next week, which is
Tuesday.
Which is just crazy town.
Oh my god.
Okay. Post game is back.
We're gonna overreact to everything.
So we'll do that. We will take questions. We didn't have time today. Things went a little long, but thank you for joining. Bobby Manning, Jimmy Toscano, Josue Pavon. If you haven't already, subscribe to our YouTube channel. There's good stuff there.
And Celtics All Access.
Celtics All Access. It's our Celtics specific exclusive YouTube channel. Celtics All Access.